Thank you very much, Senator Cantwell, and thank you for this hearing, and thank you to you, Mr. Nolen. Senator Moran mentioned our work on this bill, which I'm going to get to, but I did appreciate you talking to both of us after the 2-hour ground stop and the work that needs to be done with our air traffic system. What do you see as some of the biggest challenges in strengthening the resiliency and reliability of the system right now?
Our focus is number one, is always ensure that the system is operating every day. So every day in our nation's airspace, we have 45,000 flights. That's just over 16 million a year, and we do it very safely, day in and day out. And we've gone 14 years, without a fatal accident. That's nearly 230 million flights, nearly 1 billion enplanements a year. So our system is very safe. At the same time, we don't take that safety for granted. And we recognize we have to continue this journey of modernization. So when I look out and I look for risk, overall, I have a good sense about where we are. Can I say to the American public that we are safe? The answer is that we are. If the question is, can we be better? The answer is absolutely, and that's the piece we're working on.
And so you're looking at transitioning out of this legacy system, yes. And what are your biggest obstacles to do that?
It's all about ensuring, again, that we have that funding there, and we'll look forward to having, what comes forward in the president's budget. Our goal is to take every dollar that we are given, and our goal is to be good stewards of that and move forward to modernization. So we're talking thousands of systems. NOTAMs is just one of, and so we don't want to leave the committee with the impression that we fix NOTAMs and we're done. And I know that's not where we are, but we'll certainly have a prioritization about how we get there. NOTAMs is a big one. We want to continue to deliver on the benefits of next gen, everything we've done there, even as we stare into the future to say, how do we enable all these new entrants that are coming in?
Right. And we mentioned, Senator Moran mentioned the bill we have with Senator Capito. And the point there is that it would create a task force, as you know, to bring everyone to the table. It actually passed the House, for my colleague's note, led by Representative Stauber of Minnesota. He's got the Duluth Airport up there. And it passed the House in the 116th and 117th Congress last time, 424-4. So I am hoping we can get that done, and whatever input you have. I think the sooner we do that, the better. And then as we work toward the FAA reauthorization on a separate track. The last question I want to make here is just the workforce issue. We know that every industry practically in America is having workforce issues, including airlines and including you guys. And I know that Senators Duckworth, Thune, Moran, Fisher, Kelly, and many others, the leadership of Chair Cantwell, are working to expand the FAA's workplace development grant programs to boost investments. Could you talk about that pipeline of skilled aviation workers and what you think we should do?
It's a great question. We look out and say, how do we become a more inclusive agency? How do we really reach out and touch underrepresented group? It is one of our absolute top priorities for the agency. When we think about, I know there's part of the narrative, are we seeing a younger workforce? The answer to that is yes. Are we attracting the kind of talent that we need? The answer to that is also yes. As we were looking to bring on more air traffic controllers, we reached out with a campaign of finding that folks who were wanting to be part of the FAA. We were expecting about 10,000, wound up with about 87,000 applications. So we're doing, we're heavily involved in STEM and AVSED, and our outreach to both universities as well as minority-serving institutions are all part of our ongoing effort across the agency and the department to ensure that we really lean in there.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it, Mr. Nolen.
Senator Thune.